Hey everyone, it's Erin here, and I am here planning for January. As you can see, I got a little pen happy this time around. I think it's just because I went from a blackout notebook to a white notebook, so I just grabbed all the pens I could think of, and I'm really excited about it. Most of the pens that I'm using are the Bic Intensity Fine Liners. I'm also using the Sharpie brush pens, and then I'm also using Tombow dual brush pens as well. And then I'm also using the Tombow Feud. So I decided to do a marathon theme after my patrons had suggested it. So thank you to my patrons for that, because I had absolutely no clue what I wanted to do in this new year, and I was really inspired when they told me something about like marathons and clocks and resolutions and things like that. And that really started getting my mind working a lot. So essentially, I am doing a marathon theme. I worked in the clocks by adding an Apple Watch, which is part of my resolution this year, is to be healthier and overall just, it's not even like just a resolution, it's just a thing that needs to happen because of what has happened in the past few months. Has left me really out of shape, really not in a good place health-wise, and that obviously needs to change. So this January is basically the starting line, which I thought was funny because it's kind of like a starting line for a month. Don't mind me, that is my dog dropping a bone. The next spread I'm working on is the master task list. If you are new to this channel or bullet journaling, a master task list is what I do every single month. It's just a basic list of intentions for me to work from every single month. And I carry a lot of things over from previous months. It's just kind of how it works when you're busy and you don't have enough time. So this master task list, I use the number from runners. So usually you have a number pinned to your chest while you're doing a marathon. So I thought that that would be really fun to include here. And then I just swatch out the colors, yellow, red, and then blue for the different items on the master task list. So I have work, business, and then home/personal. For the daily summary page, I am using these metals. I used a Moxie Dory stencil to do the circle part of the metals, and then I am just going in with the fine liner and adding the ribbons for each of the metals. I should have waited just a touch longer to erase these because it left little black marks, but that's fine. It's totally fine. So basically what I'm doing is I'm numbering from 1 to 31 with the days of the week as well. And each day I will do some sort of daily summary, some sort of one line a day. It can be something I'm grateful for. It can be something that happened. It can be an overwhelming thought that happened that day. It's just kind of something to jot down a memory each day. And then you'll see this a lot. This setup, I have absolutely missed doing these highlights. So you'll see them quite a bit where I highlight every other line, so that way I can like differentiate between them. And I think it's just aesthetically pleasing, and I miss doing it. I did it a little bit towards the end of my blackout journal, but I miss it so much. So for the habit tracker this month, I am doing something a little bit different because my theme is marathons and because I'm focused on a lot of health-oriented goals and I'm traveling a lot this month. I'm really just doing a healthy habits. So I include that in my banner up here where I just kind of include more yellow lines because why not? And I put the title Healthy Habits. I just wanted to distinguish it's not really just a habit tracker, it's really a focus. So this is a tracker that I made for myself. However, if you use the stencil from my shop, you can fidget with it a little bit to get the same type of style to meet your needs. I didn't want to do that because I was being lazy, so I decided to make something that I could print every single month. And basically what I did is the hydration, the eat healthy, and the watch rings are all for 30 to 31 days. So I can mark off Monday and Tuesday and then start the tracker on Wednesday and then mark off Saturday and Sunday at the end, and you fill it out each day. It's a little bit hard to explain. If you guys tune into my Wellness Wednesdays, I will be showing off that type of concept and showing you how I'm using it. And I do have a video on this, which I will link below and in the cards, of how to use this type of tracker. Because like I said, it's really hard to explain. So I am just highlighting the watch rings, the hydration, and the eat healthy with the different colors. I just wanted to incorporate it with the theme a little bit more. So you'll also see that yoga and working out have like different numbers. It's not every day. I just wanted to mark off that I worked out 4 to 5 days a week. And so I have 4 different lines for that. And each week is one row. And then I mark off 1 through 5, however many workouts I did for those 4 to 5 weeks. I think yoga I added 5 weeks, and working out I only added 4 weeks worth. And I don't really know why I did that, but it's fine. I'll make it work regardless of what happens. Now my watch rings has a move goal, a standing goal, and an exercise goal, which you'll see me actually draw a picture of it on the next page. And so each of these colors represent different rings. If I complete 1 ring, it will be yellow, 2 rings will be red, and then 3 rings will be blue. If I don't wear a watch, I'll mark it in black. And then if I don't complete any rings, but I do wear my watch, then I will not mark it at all. That's kind of the general concept. The next spread I'm working on is it's called Body Focus. I didn't want to write body measurements, even though that's what this page is for. I don't know, it was just kind of a mentality that I was having. I don't know, it's just trying to trick myself into caring. I don't know. So the rings on the watch are actually pink, green, and blue, but of course I wanted it incorporated with the theme, so red is pink, yellow is green, and then blue is blue. So the red ring being the move goal, the yellow ring being the exercise goal, and then the blue ring being the standing goal. So the black lines help make it look a little crisper. I wasn't going to do that, but I don't know, it looked really incomplete, I think, without the black. So I added the black in, and that's how it looks like on the Apple Watch. So, I mean, I'm totally cool with it. I think it looks a little bit better with the black included as well. And you'll see me bring back more highlighting because, of course, I want to highlight with my Tombow markers. It's been so long, I have to tell you. I probably was most excited about being able to do those highlights again when I went back into this white notebook. If you've been around my channel a while, you've probably seen my game night theme, and I had a lot of like flashbacks to that while I was working on this setup, and I actually had it open while I was doing the body measurements next to me on my desk so that I could, I don't know, and just channel that because I really love the game night theme, and there's a lot of bold colors in game night. So I really channeled that in this one since I was using 3 very bold colors here. And I'm tracking my bust, chest, waist, hips, midway, thighs, knees, biceps, wrist, body fat percentage, and weight for this month. and I am tracking things every couple weeks. So I'm tracking it on the 1st, the 15th, the 31st, and then I have a space at the end for some sort of like plus minus, like not necessarily how much I went up or down, but just if it went up or down. This spread probably needs no introduction, but just in case, I'm going to anyways. So this is my mood lettering page. Each day of the month I letter some sort of mood. I just like it better than coloring pages sometimes. So that's it. I'm gonna letter different moods for each day. It helps me to keep from being pigeonholed, and I don't know, I feel more comfortable with it. It helps me practice my lettering, and I like it a lot. So this spread is my spending log. I use kind of the finish line where it has like you're breaking open the red ribbon for the title, and I will go ahead and put spending log over that on the top. And then C stands for category, amount, and then description. So those are the things that I am tracking, and I use different colors to denote different categories. So yellow will mean like essential, red will mean something else, blue will mean something else. I forgot the actual labels on this, so I can't really remember. And then black is going to be my business because I need to track that separately. If you watched my 2020 setup, you know that my body and becoming more healthy and my finances are two of my big focuses this year, so you'll see a lot of those spreads every month this year. And then finally, I am adding an order tracker for this setup. This is something that I've kind of been missing, but I've been very busy with orders, so it was really hard to both write down orders and then also like put them out into the world. So I kind of missed it though, because I realized that without the order tracker, you know, it's one of those vicious cycles. Without the order tracker, I felt lost, but with the order tracker, I felt like I was doing more work to track than to actually produce it because I was on a time crunch. Anyways, so I added the order tracker back in because I have a few new releases coming this month, and I think most of them will be in the second week of January, and then my shop will be back open starting January 1st. At the top, I'm just putting the order number, item, amount, and then M, P, S, and D means make, pack, ship, or digital. So the make, pack, and ship is for physical items, and then digital items are also ordered from my shop. So here is the final flip through of my setup. So you have the January starting line, you have master task list, a daily summary, healthy habits with the custom made circle tracker, the body focus page for body measurements, the blank slate mood lettering page where I will letter every single day with my mood, the spending log to track my financial security, and then the order tracker for my business. Thank you all so much for following along while I prepare in this Archer and Olive notebook. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content like this. If you want to show up on this page, then join my Patreon, and you can find all that information in the description below.